Hey there, happy Monday. We're going to start off a look at your forecast, tracking the tropics, because there may have been some chisme rolling around the coastal bend. The latest update from the National Hurricane Center. Yes, there is a wave that may get the next name way out in the Atlantic, but what you probably want to know about is the yellow area much closer to Texas. There is a group of thunderstorms coming together on the east side of the Yucatan in the Caribbean. There is a very low possibility that this could come together once it moves across the Yucatan Peninsula and on into the Bay of Campeche in about 2 to 3 days from now. Don't think this is going to offer a whole lot to Texas because we're waiting for a change in the weather pattern ourselves. Hopefully a cold front coming our way. Now, what that could do for us is, we always say that the Gulf is one big pool. Once you jump in, we get waves all around. So this could make for some very unpleasant conditions on the waters, could make our coastal flooding issues worse, could make for dangerous rip currents. So we'll keep an eye on it. But so far, not really concerned about any kind of tropical trouble here in the coastal bend directly. We're in the month of October now, so this is where things get more beneficial for us in terms of not seeing tropical trouble. This is the case because we tend to see formation in the Caribbean, across the Florida states, and out in the Atlantic. And the upper level pattern is one that tends to steer things toward the east. Cold fronts moving in also help to deflect a lot of this activity, and overall the waters are starting to get a bit cooler. But if you've been keeping up, the last name on the list that we saw was Imelda, our first hurricane of the season that did not become a major hurricane. And a lot of folks are really hoping that we can at least get 2 more storms in because you want to see a tropical storm Karen. I would be amused too, but it may be a while before we get there. The next name on the list is Jerry, and it's probably going to that area of interest way out in the Atlantic. But here we'd be happy with just a little bit of rain, and that's exactly what moved across the radar today. So why are we unhappy? A lot of this was very spotty showers that just raced by, and we didn't get any over Choke Canyon or Lake Corpus Christi that really made an impact. The last of the showers now moving across Duval and Jim County here and fizzling out. It's a quick wet the grass kind of scenario and really not helping us in the water supply. So if we can champion any accumulations, we'll turn to the Chris 6 Neighborhood Weather Network for that. 0.05 of an inch measured off Hilltop Road with some earlier showers. Nothing for the other Beeville neighborhood stations, but checking in on temperatures, we're still holding on to the upper 80s. 87 off Hilltop Road where some of that rainfall happened. 88 at Beeville and 87 off FM 504. How's the rest of the coastal bend doing? Well, it's still feeling muggy out there, so regardless of the temperature being in the upper 80s and 90s, we are definitely feeling like the 90s in a lot of neighborhoods because of how humid it is. So if you're taking the pup for a walk tonight, I don't know if we'll be jumping for joy this way. Pups always find the good, right? But it's going to be a bit of a shorter walk probably because that humidity will likely tucker us out a bit early. But hopefully if you're going for the walk tonight, you'll get a good view of the supermoon. Should be decent. Clouds will be increasing, especially after midnight. Temps will still be around 80 degrees, but as those clouds move in, not going to be as useful for the viewing. And we may even have some overnight fog. I think that'll be for the inland neighborhoods because the coastal neighborhoods could get a quick shower during the overnight period. So useful to give yourself a few extra minutes in the morning. But I'm hopeful, keeping our fingers crossed for a late week cold front. Again, details are not very clear, but dew points will be dropping over the weekend if nothing else. I am hopeful that a cold front, not this is from a little bitty that was over the Gulf over the weekend, but this front hopefully will be coming our way, say Thursday. It's not looking like it's going to hold together by the time it gets here, but if nothing else, the influence is what we want, cooler temps and a better chance for rain on Thursday.